Alright, hello everyone. So I'm back from my trip and I had a short while to look at these characters and holy shit, they look really awesome. Let's start off with Sinclair. First of all, we do not have any defensive stance here, so this character here will not have any ridiculous defense level scalings, I would say. He will not have like the second line here, which is why Ishmael does have. Zwei Ishmael has a line here that is, if you're in defensive stance, you gain double the defense level up, but he doesn't have it. So he won't get some crazy defense level scalings. But he will probably be able to do some tremor count shenanigans. Why? Because this character's whole shtick here is the opposite of Zwei Ishmael, where Zwei Ishmael will apply tremor potency based on the count on herself. This character here is going to apply tremor count based on the tremor count on himself. Guard skill 1, skill 2 is to gain tremor count over here, and then the skill 3 here is to consume tremor count on self and inflict same amount as tremor count on target. Mola Sinclair, welcome back. You are just wearing full armor now. So this is pretty much the exact same line as Mola Sinclair, because Mola Sinclair also is just consume your tremor count and apply it to your opponent. It's just that this character here does have the clashable guard, does have the additional coin power and clash power if he can get defense level ups, and he does get defense level ups from the tremor count. So it's a very simple to understand loop. Gain tremor count, whatever way possible, and then after that you get defense level up, and your defense level up makes your clash power on skill 1, skill 2 and skill 3 very good. And if you win clash, you gain tremor count, which adds over here and then over here and then over here and then over here and so on and so forth. You get the triangle of feeding yourself. So this character looks very synergistic already. This character also has, besides the tremor count application, additional defense level up feeding to lowest HP percentages, which if you're playing properly with your tanks, means that the tanks will be the ones with the lowest HP, and then your DPSs will be the ones at 100% HP. So this shit here looks really spicy as a support character, and even if you're not going to use him in combat, the support passive will be apply haste and defense level up to one ally with the lowest HP percentage. So that is already going to be very solid as a support passive. You can feed your Zwei Ishmael or Zwei Gregor, up to you, and your active skill on combat can also feed them with defense level up. As for whether they really need it, we'll have to wait and see. And honestly, for Zwei Ishmael, if you just guard one time, you have everything active already, so you don't really need any more defense level up. But maybe this guy can feed Zwei Gregor really well, and then you can actually use him alongside Zwei Ishmael, who is more or less self-sufficient already. It's up to you. We have to wait and see the numbers for this one before I continue any further. And then after that, let's look at Meursault. This is Giga French Meursault. That's all I have to say. This character here is French because he has Allay, Fente, and Salut. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Salut is like hi, Fente is slot. Like the definition here, I don't know. It's like slot. I don't know what that actually means. Is it like slit or slot or split? I don't know. And then Allay is like go or something like that. And then defensive is defensive. And he's also live streaming his duels or some shit like that. Someone drew some art already of him live streaming his duels, so it's pretty funny. Yeah, I really like the naming on this passive over here. It's pretty funny. Alright, so this guy is just Giga French. Every single skill is French, and he's also a Cinq ID. And Cinq IDs, guess what? They like to go fast. If they go fast, they get coin power based on speed difference. They also gain coin power if they're certain speed, and they also gain coin power based on speed difference again. So you're getting coin power from all this. But remember, this is a Meursault, and you do have your Regret Meursault, and Regret Meursault gives you +2 coin power, -1 base power the moment you use it one time. Regret Meursault is a Walpurgis Ego for Meursault, and it gives you 2 coin power, -1 base power, and it activates if you use it one time. One time. For all this mostly for new players. New players don't know this, but for Egos, they have a passive, and if you use the Ego one time, the passive activate, and guess what? The coin power gain is on the passive, which means that if you ignore the entirety of the Ego and only look at the passive, that's all you need. So that Ego is really damn strong because of +2 coin power. But guess what? These skills here also have plus something coin power here, and this character for some reason also has a status here that he can apply on hit with any skill to give him base power and coin power. So your -1 base power, goodbye, gone. Gain additional base power and coin power. Coin power on top of this coin power on top of the Meursault Regret Ego coin power. You telling me that 3 coin power can make this ID like not good? No way. This ID is 100% going to be a beast, a god of death, literally. Look at this guy's drip. This guy's gonna walk up to you and kill you. And guess what? The kid totally says he's gonna walk up and kill you. This guy is just giga strong looking already, and it's just the kid only. Alright? So, besides all of the coin power shenanigans, for some reason they decided to add the rupture potency and rupture count line from Deviat Rodion, where if you have 15 rupture and certain amount of rupture count, you do not consume rupture count. So, what the hell? Okay, so this character now can be thrown into a Rupture team if he wants to. And he does get some benefits on the skill 2 and skill 3, because if you do not inflict Rupture with this skill, basically by triggering this thing over here, and what happens is that you will get additional damage scaling on critical hit for every Rupture potency and count you have inflicted. So you just remove all the Rupture application over here, and you replace it with additional damage on crit. So that's what happens here. And for the skill tree, you deal more damage for the stacks of these things over here. I'll talk about it later. And you also deal more damage on crit hit and deal more damage on crit hit for every Y Rupture on target. So all of your shenanigans here with the Rupture, if you don't trigger it, it will be able to give you additional bonuses on the bottom stuff over here. Mostly for skill 2. Skill 3 doesn't really care about you not triggering this part here, and skill 1 doesn't really care if you don't trigger this part over here. Skill 2 just gives you the additional line here for additional critical damage on a 3 coin skill here, which is going to get buffed by coin power 3 times. So yeah, this thing here looks already damn disgusting. This character is poise and Rupture, like, okay, it's like, I don't know how to call it. It's not going to apply Rupture very well, but it's going to enjoy Rupture really, really well. There's going to be a name for this archetype. But pretty much this character here, if you have Rupture, it's awesome. And if you don't have Rupture, it's still going to be Unga Bunga. Why? Because 3 sources of coin power? There's no way this character is not going to be strong. So in summary, this character here, Rupture shenanigans, he doesn't care. If you can get enough Rupture from the support, he will do the Rupture damage plus the crazy amount of coin power from his speed and his Regret Meursault and his Focus Attack Meursault. So you are getting a very, very strong clasher for the team, and you're getting some Rupture neutrality as well from it. Alright, so your skill 1 and skill 2 is going to be more focused on building up poise rather than any Rupture shenanigans. So skill 1, skill 2, you have some good coin power, good clashing power, but it's all about gaining count, gaining count, gaining count, gaining count, gaining poise. And then after you gain enough count here and you're ready to stack up your focus attack to 3 stacks, which basically once you get to this 3rd stack here, you will now get the final line of Salu over here, and you will get more damage for every X focus attack Meursault on target slot. And once you build up all these stacks here and you build up some poise counts on yourself, you're now ready to pop your skill tree for some massive poise gains here, and then you get some critical stuff on the 3rd coin here. Your skill 1 and skill 2 will also for some reason give you more damage with final coin, more damage with final coin, but only after you win the clash. So yeah, this character looks absolutely disgusting. The only gimmick that he has to play is go fast, as well as this thing over here. This thing is actually the bigger limiter compared to the go fast, because the go fast you just get it by having some poise potency on yourself. So focus attack Meursault in focus encounters only, so refraction railway, boss fights, abnormality fights where you can actually manually target with your skills. All of these fights here, you get to inflict this focus attack Meursault by hitting them with base attack skills. That's it. As long as you hit with a base attack skills, you will apply it. But the thing is that you want to constantly keep hitting the same part. If you hit something else, what happens is that it will expire. So this thing here, you need to keep hitting the same part, and if you have other Cinq IDs in your team, you need to make sure that they don't hit the same part with you, because if they do focus attack on the same spot as yours, they will replace yours. So for your Sinclair, for example, Sinclair, he will apply his own focus attack, which replaces your focus attack Meursault if you're both hitting the arm of the boss. But if one of you hit the body, one of you hit the arm, then there will be no clashing, so there's no problem there. The Cinq IDs are all about dueling a single target, and this character here is no exception to it. So make sure you keep hitting the same body part, because you will get a huge reward at the end here with additional coin power. Even if it's +1, you still want it. Coin power is just giga good for this ID. Alright, so all of that stuff besides, what happens if you destroy the part? What happens then? Well, good news. If the part that you're hitting is destroyed, no longer present, you will rearrange all of your focus attacks. So you will be able to go and hit something else already after you hit the one body part. And you don't have to restart from scratch, because some of it will be moved to a different slot. So there you go. You will be able to just keep hitting a specific part, and you will be able to get more coin power the more you keep hitting that part. So it's really very, very powerful passive that you just need to maintain and make sure you trigger your dueling live stream. So when you stream to your viewers, you get more power or some shit like that. But yeah, this character here, the only downside is probably the setup. Because this character, you need to hit the same part as your Rupture team is also hitting. So you need to make sure you have enough Rupture to meet the conditions here. And you also need to make sure that this character is hitting the same part as they are hitting. So sometimes you actually consume the count away from your allies, and then after that you have to go and replace it in the next turn and so on. So I think there might be a little bit of trickiness when you're trying to stack up the rupture count, but I think it's not going to be that bad because this character is going to go first, which means that after he goes first, you get to apply the rupture count and the rupture potency, and then after that you will be able to pretty much maintain rupture neutrality with all of your skills here. In addition to all of that, right, this character also has Gluttony on skill 2, and that is good for Talisman Sinclair. If you can get the Talisman Sinclair support passive on this character, he gets to inflict more potency with every single hit. That's very, very solid already. And then we have the skill 3 Salu, that is going to be your gloop skill. So ADD Gregor means that even if you are trying to build up some count on the target and you don't have any other choice, you can actually just use your skill 3, because your skill 3 is going to be rupture neutral no matter what, because it is a gloom skill. ADD Gregor, it will trigger. So very, very nice, honestly. This character is just very, very well designed, I feel. You can get Gluttony shenanigans with the Rupture Talisman. You can get Rupture shenanigans with ADD Gregor over here. And even without Rupture, this character will perform perfectly well, because he has 3 sources of coin power and he is self-sufficient. He only needs to gain poise on himself. And the gain points on himself has nothing to do with Rupture. It's all about hitting the target. If you just play the game like a Sank ID, that's it. That's all you need to do. Congratulations, you are now going to be a self-sufficient Unga Bunga character. And for some reason, they also have some extra bonuses on this character. If you kill the body part with the focus attack Meursault, by the way, spelling error, I demand 300 lunacy. If you do kill the body part, you get some heal SP. Because why not? Like, you're not going to straight up win every single clash, right? Like, this character has 3 coin power sources. You're telling me you can lose a clash? There's no way. But anyway, you will just heal SP if you break the body part. And then your skill tree here, pretty much you just get extra line here that is like mutilate. If you kill the body part or you kill the target you're hitting with the skill tree, you get to reuse this skill once again. It is not on rush, because on rush would be like a left level or some shit like that. But this thing here will just reuse one time. It's like mutilate. It will not kills this guy, then reuse again, kill that guy, then use again, and kill that guy, use again. No, it only triggers one time, I'm pretty sure. They released a clarification patch just to make sure that we know that we will not be wiping out everyone with one skill over here. Otherwise, this Meursault here will just be like a capstone ID for Meursault storyline or some shit like that. Because this guy will be so strong. But anyway, this character here, really, really damn strong. And if I misread anything, feel free to just let me know. For Sinclair here, it's just going to be a very solid support no matter what. We will just have to see the numbers to see if we will actually run him, because Zwei Ishmael is actually just so self-sufficient that she might not need even like all of this extra support here, because there might be overkill support already. She just used her gut skill twice, and then she can get the maximum power of skill 3 already. Use it one time, can get Bitcoin power already. So really, I don't know if Zwei Ishmael needs it, but maybe Zwei Gregor would want this guy on his team. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye bye.